Hey, what's going on, guys? Creeper Prime here, and welcome back to a brand new video for you guys today. Today, guys, I am going to go in depth as to what I do in the Young Marines. Now, if you guys are excited for this episode, be sure to drop down a like and subscribe. And before we get started with this video, I want to thank you guys so much for the awesome support lately. It's been absolutely crazy. You guys have been doing so awesome. Basically, I've hit 70 subscribers. I'll hit 69. Probably about to hit 70 pretty soon, though. Within just a few days, I was at 56, and then after, like, I think the last, like, episode, like, 6 and 7, or 5 and 6, or whatever, of my survival series, it, like, skyrocketed. Like, it's freaking amazing. Over 500 views on the latest episode of the survival series, so thank you guys so much for the support. I absolutely appreciate you guys. Hopefully we'll hit 100 subscribers here very soon. Anyway, today I'm going to be telling you guys what I go over in the Young Marines, or what I do, right? Basically my MOS, if you will. Not really an MOS, but you guys get the point. So, as I mentioned previously, I am the awards officer, at least for the time being, until I can find somebody else. But basically, I am the awards officer for the Young Marines, or at least for my unit. Now, what that basically means is I handle the awards, such as like ribbons, medals, if you get any, things like that. Now I also handle like color guard. I'll sometimes get involved with rifle drill. I do teach sword drill as well, and I teach a few other things. But we're all gonna get into that here today. Anyway, if you guys are excited, let me know. Anyways, let's jump right into this. So if I swap my monitor screen here, you guys, let's zoom this in a little bit. That way you guys can see. Let's try that. There we go. So if you guys can see on the screen right now, this is basically what I do, right? So these are all the ribbons in the Young Marines at the current moment, as well as like the issued devices that go on some ribbons. This is my world, right? This is what I do. Basically, what I do is I observe every Marine that we have all year, or all semester, depending on what we have. Right now, it's going to be all year since we're on a 7-block school schedule, which is BS, but I'm not going to get into that. That's a completely different subject. Not for YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, I watch, and I listen, and I pay attention to what they do, right? So how I determine. So if I scroll down, this is like the first one right here, right? Distinguished Servant. Oh my goodness, Distinguished Service, excuse me. But this right here is what I'm looking at right here. The criteria for said ribbon. Or, well, you got the stuff like down here too. Like all this down here. But I'm mainly looking at this top one right here, right? So this one says, obviously, awarded to a Young Marine while serving in capacity with Young Marines, blah, 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 blah. Right? So, basically, you have to be very good at what you do, and you have to show you're very into the program, right? So, that's one, and I'm not going to go over, like, any more of these. I just want to go over the one so you guys can see this right here. Now, by the way, I'm going to try and keep this video a little short. I know the last one was, like, almost half an hour of me just talking, and I'm sorry. Please go check it out, by the way. It needs some views. Anyway, so I would name all the ones I have, but I'm not going to. Because, well, I know, like, I have, like, half and half, right? So I have my ribbons from my ROTC year, and I also have my ribbons from Marines. Anyway, so that's part of what I do. Now, if you guys will give me just a second, I'm going to pull up a small color guard video for you guys to look at, and I will do my best to explain what's going on. Okay, guys, I got a small video pulled up here for you guys on the color guard. Now, I'm going to leave credit to this guy right here. I don't feel like reading that out. Credit to this guy for the video. And I've also got another video for sword drill for you guys to watch after this one. So, without further ado, let's hop right into this. I'm going to turn this up a little bit.
On the colors!
Not gonna lie, I love that. I'm sorry. I'm just, So, this is what I do, right? So, this right here. Now, most of the time, at least I used to be, I'm not anymore because I stepped out of the position, but I would be the commander, right? I'd be the guy holding the national colors, right? The American flag. That would be me. Then I'd be flanked by 2 rifles and then a flag to my left. Yeah, to my left. Anyway. Now, see, our color guard's different, right? Yes, we have the nationals and the service flag, but we also have the state colors as well. So our state flag is in the color guard as well. So it's a 5-man color guard instead of 4 like you're seeing right here. Alright, so, for those of y'all who do not know, during the national anthem, right? Pause this. During the national anthem, right? Your rifles will go to present arms, which is what they're currently doing right here, okay? And then oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Whatever other flags you have, dip, but the national colors stay straight up, right? You don't dip the national colors, right? This was me. This guy right here. I'm not gonna lie. I love color guard. I love everything about it. But it can be stressful. It really, really can be stressful. But yeah, that is something. I'm gonna skip through this. That way I don't have to sit through this. Like, I'm not disrespecting or anything. I just don't feel like sitting through this. Because I've seen this so many times. So if we go back, about right here, right? I'm sorry if you guys hear like a double audio, by the way.
The Marine Corps color guard before you is unique.
So, alright. So, they do a awesome movement here, which I'm going to do this, that way I don't have that blue text. But they do a freaking awesome movement, which I do not know how to do. So, watch this stuff, right? This is freaking cool. So, your 2 rifles completely swap, like, everybody swaps sides. It's freaking cool. But I don't know how to do that. So, yeah. Anyway, that was the color guard. So, we're going to go here, right? Also, credits to, I think that's Roshi, I believe, 229 for this video as well. Anyway.
Air Control Squadron 28.
I want to turn this down, that way you guys will get the audio. So, this is something completely new to me, right? Because even in ROTC, I did not do so. I done everything up to that point. Pause this real quick. I done everything up to that point. I done rifles. I done color guard. I done basic drill. But I never got to do swords that year. And I was gonna do swords the next year. But because our program got removed, I didn't get to do it. But anyway. This, to me, is like one of the cool things about the Marine Corps. Dad, if you're watching this video, anyway. Okay, so this, I'm going to do my best to explain this. They're about to do like a sword arch, right? So you guys have seen this. It's hard for me to like explain this. Also, I'm so sorry for the face cam being stupid. I'm using my phone as a face cam. So, yeah.
We continue with our bridesmaid, Nezzie Moffat, escorted by Corey Moffat.
So this is at a wedding, right? So what they're going to do here is they're going to arch their sword, right? That's an idea? Hold it.
Jen Gano, escorted by Dan Shank.
I know in, like, one of them they're supposed to arch... Okay, here it is, right here. I think it's on the bride person. Wait, what did he say?
Present.
Okay, present. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna be like an arch, right?
To introduce for the
If you
first
guys
time
have, I'm gonna pause this. So if you guys have ever been to like a homecoming football game or something, and if you don't have a like JROTC and ROTC or actually just that kind of program that have the swords, you'll generally see like the cheerleaders do it. But this is me personally, I prefer to have like swords do it because it just looks so much cooler in my opinion. Then again, I've never been one for all that. Anyway, excuse me. So yeah, I teach that. That is it's fun when it wants to be, right? Don't get me wrong, I love teaching color guard. I love doing color guard. But like at the same time, I have also had to step out of color guard because we're introducing the sword drill, and that's something I've still continue learning to this day. I am no expert at it, but I know enough. Um, and I'll probably be in a higher position than what I am now once the school year starts back up, which is in 4 or 3 weeks as I'm recording this video, which is kind of ridiculous. And we just got out, I kid you guys not, like, we got out back in like June the 16th or the 14th was our last day. And we go back August like the 1st or the 5th. Yeah, it's ridiculous down here. Anyway, but that is, it's it's things like that. But I would definitely say the hardest thing would be the ribbons, right? I've got some. If I open up my stuff here, I've got like racks and stuff I've got to prepare for returning Marines coming in. If you are ever an awards officer, for the love of everything holy, do not put together their ribbon racks for them. Do not do it. And I will tell you why. They've got to learn how to do it. Especially if they want to go into the military. You got to learn how to do it. And if you are in any kind of ROTC, JRC program, for the love of God, do not get a snap rack. Do not get a snap rack. What that is, if you don't know, it's off of a website. By the way, this is not sponsored. It's off of a website. I think they have veterans running all that. It's literally a ribbon rack that snaps together. Don't get one. I'm not saying it's a bad product. Now, once you get into the military, yes, by all means, get one. They're freaking awesome. I don't have one, but I've seen like they're freaking cool as heck. But as far as being in an ROTC and a JROTC program, don't do it. Or like Young Marines, Sea Cadets, whatever. Don't get one. And I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, you've got to learn how to put it together. Do not get one if you are not in the military. Alright? It's especially don't be the only one in your unit, platoon, flight, whatever. Don't be the only one. Because that will create resentment so fast. I've seen it. It will create resentment because people will be like, well, you have that. Why don't I have that? You know, like, what the heck? What makes you so special? See what I'm saying? So, don't do it. Don't get me wrong. It's freaking awesome. But just, no. Not until you get into the military. That's my opinion. Now, whether you take my opinion or not, that is 100% your call. But, yeah, so that's pretty much the rundown of what I do. The only other thing I guess I do is I am in charge. I basically run the program next to my superior. Like, me and him run it, basically. So, I'm literally the second in command for the unit, not just my platoon or whatever. I'm for the unit, right? So, yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of responsibility. But if you have the mental mindset, you'll be fine. You will be 100% fine. I can almost assure you that. Now, I do want to leave off with a little bit of advice as far as teaching goes, right? Don't yell. Don't yell. I said this in my last video. Don't yell. It's not going to get you anywhere. It is a bad idea. Don't yell. Now, again, I'm still young. I don't know everything about leadership or anything like that. But I know what I have been told by a man who's basically become a mentor to me, right? My commanding officer. That man is a mentor to me almost. Or pretty much he is. But yeah, so, alright, I'm going to leave you guys off here. It's like almost 11 o'clock. and I've got cross country practice in the morning. So yeah, if you guys want more content as far as the military goes, let me know. I would absolutely love to do military related content, explaining what some stuff are, things like that. I would absolutely love to do that. New episode of the survival series will be coming out either tomorrow or Friday. One or the other. Probably Friday, but I may actually sit down and record it and release it tomorrow. Or Thursday. It's Wednesday as I'm recording this video. And it should be Wednesday by the time this video is out. So, yeah, or it should be at least either Wednesday or Thursday when this video gets uploaded. I'm going to upload this right after I edit it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And, yeah, you guys get any more suggestions? Let me know if you guys want to watch my previous video on my tips for being in the Young Marines. Or if you guys want to know how to spit shine boots, both videos should be on the screen for you guys right now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.